Hi.
The food is sweet, oh.
The food is what?
Sweet, delicious.
Hi guys, hi foodies, hi loves, welcome to the channel. Today we are cooking some AYIKPLE. So I have some beans soaked overnight over here, and I have some water boiling already. Just go ahead and add the beans to the water. We'll cover it and allow it to boil. I'm checking on the beans and the beans is almost done. So I just go ahead and add some salt to it. That salt added to the beans. So we are cooking some AYIKPLE, meaning beans akple. I have some corn flour on fire. I'm going to roast it. So most of this food that we cook like akple jollof, the corn flour is always roasted. So we have some coconut over here. We will be using coconut to cook the food. So I'll just take the food out of the shell. This is dried coconut. Wash it thoroughly. Our flour is toasting very well on the fire. This is normal corn flour, the one we used to cook a AYIKPLE. This is it. We just roast it to cook this AYIKPLE. So my silver or pot is on fire. I just added some coconut oil. This is coconut oil. I've added some onion. You can use maybe groundnut oil, any vegetable oil of choice, but mostly we use coconut oil. So go ahead and grate our coconut. If you have blender, just feel free, go ahead and use the blender, but just in the traditional way. We are using the traditional method. Just go ahead and grate the coconut. Using blender is much more easier. So the onion is fried very well. You just add some tomato paste. Stir, stir, stir to combine well. So I have some pepper mix. I use Scotch bonnet pepper, anise, calabash nutmeg, garlic, ginger, and tomatoes. That's what we use to grind the pepper mixture I'm adding to the stew. Tomatoes is part. Rinse the earthenware bowl, and I'll add that to the stew. We don't want any waste over here. So those of you who don't know, most people think AYIKPLE is just one food. In AV, when you say AYIKPLE, it's just like an umbrella, and it has like subordinate under it. So we have our herring over here. I'm just going to wash it and add it to the stew. Like I digress. As I was saying earlier, AYIKPLE is any food that is stirred. Any food that is stirred in AV is AYIKPLE. So for you to be able to differentiate which type of AYIKPLE it is, you will add the main ingredient used to cook that particular AYIKPLE. You will mention the name first and add the word AYIKPLE to it. So this one, we are using beans to cook it, and beans is called ayi. So it is called AYIKPLE. We cook a previous one that we call JANKPLE or AYIKPLE Jen. It means red AYIKPLE. So if it is a AYIKPLE, you say a AYIKPLE. If like the raw corn flour you use, you say AYIKPLE. Banku is called AYIKPLE because it is cooked with dough, cassava and corn dough. So it is called AYIKPLE. That is how it's called. And most people too don't know that Banku is an Ewe food, and it is also called AYIKPLE. AYIKPLE is a lot of food. So if you use garlic to cook eba, you will call it what? GARLICPLE. If you use rice to cook rice balls, as others call it rice balls, you will call it what? Molu is rice, so you say MOLUKPLE. That is virtually what AYIKPLE means in Ewe. I hope you've learned something. So our beans is back on the fire. I'll just go ahead and add the stew. So it's like we are cooking jollof, AYIKPLE jollof. beans akple jollof. Yes, beans akple jollof. That's what we are cooking. So our grated coconut is here. We'll just add some water, mix it well, and take the milk out of it. All we are fighting for is getting the coconut milk. We are making coconut milk out of the coconut. So if you have blender, it will be much easier. You just blend and sieve, take the chaff, and use your milk. Or if you have a canned milk already, you are good to go. So we'll mix, and we'll strain to remove the chaff from it. Same Walter or Aves, mostly the occupation is fishing. So they need heavy food to be able to do heavy work. You know, pulling nets is not an easy duty. That's why all our food is heavy food like that. We'll add the coconut milk to the beans and stew boiling on the fire already, and allow that to boil. This is creamy and tasty. So an unannounced rain just started falling, so we have to run away from there to find a shed. So it's boiling beautifully. It's time to add the flour, the roasted corn flour we made earlier. This is how we add it, just like the way we cook any type of akple. Stir. Fun fact, this food is mostly served at parties. When you go for picnics, birthday parties, it's like I don't know how to say expensive food for queens and kings. Like the elders really like this food. At picnics, you see everybody will be running to get AYIKPLE, and mostly it is cooked with red beans. So you can use red beans or any type of beans to cook it. I'll stir it, we'll cover it and allow it to cook for some minutes or for some time. Our AYIKPLE is almost done. Guys, is this not so innovative? Human beings are so innovative with food. Protein pack AYIKPLE, protein pack beans AYIKPLE. Just take my pot and pour everything in the bowl, or in my earthenware bowl. It's called bagba. Serve it with some stew. You can cook it with more stew, like the way when you cook jollof, you can cook it with either lesser stew or more stew. And AYIKPLE is ready to be digged in. Guys, this looks so delicious and it tastes so delicious.
The food is sweet, though.
The food is what?
Sweet.
I have my battalions over here devouring the food. Guys, I hope you loved this video and you have learned something new. See you next in another video. Until then, keep trying your recipes. Stay safe. I love you. Bye.